All right, Big Blue Nation, Kentucky's run here at the SEC tournament came up short. The limited roster just happened to catch up to them. How you doing? Limited roster caught up to them. They ran into a buzzsaw in Alabama, the country's best offense. Alabama winning 99-70. We're here for our last rapid reaction from Nashville. I'm going to warn you now, it's going to be the most rapid because the last shuttle is about to leave and we all have a bus to catch and we don't want to get stuck here any longer. But Drew Franklin's here with Zach. You're Jack. Every week I do this. Zach, Jack, and Tyler will be quick, get our thoughts out about the loss and what it means moving forward. I'm just going to throw right to Tyler because she was in Mark Pope's press conference, and I know more than the game, we care about the future of Lamont Butler, and you have the latest update.
Yeah, so if there's any good news to come from tonight, it's that it looks like Lamont Butler will rejoin Kentucky for the NCAA tournament. Pope kind of teased this about an hour before tip-off with Tom Leach. He said after the press conference that the injury that Lamont had, it was totally separate from the one that he had initially, and the imaging was, I think in his words, perfect, super beautiful. So it looks like Lamont should be good to go for next week, which is kind of the best news that you can get on a night like tonight. Kentucky lost for way more reasons than just not having Lamont Butler, but that's at least something positive.
Jack, we'll get to the game in just a second, but you just came out of the locker room. We did press conference with Pope. You were in there with the players. That's always so difficult after a tournament loss. Luckily, they have one more tournament left. But how bad was it in there after losing the SEC to Alabama by 29 points?
It was about as bad as Otega Oweh's lip. Good God, it looked like he just left from war. Like, I mean, dude, his whole, just split in half, just right. And you asked him, like, what happened? Like, are you good? And how many stitches you get? I don't know. I just went to the locker room. They fixed me up and I came back out, said it didn't impact him. But I think it's pretty obvious that he was impacted. You know, when you go through something like that, there's some concern that he may have chipped a tooth or something. I don't know. It looked like he went to war. It looked like the team went to war, honestly. Like, they were really sad. The mood was really, really, really down. It's kind of hard to talk to them, honestly, because you could just kind of tell that they wanted this really, really bad. And there was like just this understanding that the circumstances were really, really crap going into the night where they wanted it. Then Lamont Butler re-aggravates his shoulder. He's out, and it's like, well, how can you beat a team that's competing for a #1 seed on Selection Sunday? So the mood was very, very poor. We got a quote from Kobe Brea, who said that he still expects the team to make a special March Madness run. That he still believes in this group. There's a lot of confirmation of like, yeah, I agree with Kobe there. So trying to be spirited as possible, but I think there's just kind of an understanding that they let BBN down a little bit, especially in the second half.
We're not too let down though. We have the Oweh shot that made the trip at least a little memorable. We'll remember that one forever. We knew you were going up against just a difficult task here playing Alabama. Before Zach gives a few game takeaways, I guess we got to pay the bills, especially if we're all going to have to get Ubers when the bus leaves us. So, SeatGeek, we love you, SeatGeek. Promo code KSR10 is still available, even if you probably don't want to come to the SEC tournament. Maybe you're watching us from other schools. Hop in and use those codes. Kentucky fans are probably selling their tickets right now. But next week, the NCAA tournament, we'll find out where Kentucky's going with that on Sunday. Wherever it is, you can use SeatGeek to get your tickets. KSR10, again, is that promo code for 10% off. If you don't want to watch any more basketball, you're a little bummed. Maybe you can't make the trip next week. There's concerts, there's next year, there's football, there's events all across the board, and SeatGeek can be there for you. Just use promo code KSR10 for 10% off. Zach, let's get to you. Anything from the game other than Jack kind of already addressed that we need to hold a blood drive for this team after being in Nashville for so long. My goodness, this was a UFC fight, but there was some positives. Or negatives if you want to go negative, whatever.
Yeah, a lot of negatives. I'm going to save any hot takes because I'm still not sure where I lean on if this was an embarrassment of losing by 29 or if this was just a matter of they ran out of gas and injuries and all that stuff. I mean, you started out good with Andrew Carr, then he picks up 2 fouls, goes to the bench, gets 3 fouls in the first half. The flow was messed up from there. You just couldn't really get any momentum. Alabama didn't even hit. They were like 2 for 11 from 3 as the Office gang sits back here and Michael Scott and the crew tries to play basketball.
What is going on?
Stanley from the Office is around here dribbling. But yeah, so it's just,
they're not leaving,
especially in the last 10, 12 minutes of that second half, Kentucky just didn't have the legs for it. You could tell they were dejected. It didn't look like they were honestly that into the game there at the very end. I don't know is that a case of just having a 20-hour turnaround between games against a team that is purposely trying to run you into the ground and mission accomplished because Alabama started making threes in the second half, and that was pretty much the game. An interesting note from this is there's a viral clip going around right now of Amari Williams getting his hands slapped when he was going up for a dunk by Phylon. Jimmy Dykes doubled down on this being the correct no call. There was no foul called. He doubled down on that on the broadcast. I was in the right spot at the right time.
Scoop.
Leaving for halftime because I had to pee. I've had at least like 45 cups of, what was it? Orange Crush?
Yeah.
R.I.P. Sunkiss, not here anymore. And I was behind Jimmy Dykes talking to Doug Shows, and Jimmy Dykes basically asked for an explanation, like, is this a foul or not? And Doug Shows said, no, it is not a foul. So I guess I need to brush myself up on the rule book because it sure looked like he got his entire hand, and I don't know. I guess I'm not quite sure on the is the hand part of the ball or whatever rules, but as Steven kind of pointed out to me as well, it looked like I don't know if the hand is or the ball is part of the wrist, which is a little bit where he got hit. But
Rotator cuff is part of the ball, Zach. You know this.
Officiating aside, I don't think that's what cost Kentucky in this game at all. Although, because there was Colin Chandler fell over here, or no, Andrew Carr fell over here, and Alabama got called for an offensive foul. So I was like, I don't think anything is going right with the officiating in this game. But that was my little scoop on that. So that was interesting, and I remember thinking like, that's kind of an odd thing to say. But yeah, so that's, if anyone's wondering why Jimmy Dykes was doubling down on the broadcast, it's because that's what the referee told him specifically. So just an interesting crew here. I really want to steal a ball here and just go dunk on these fools.
You mentioned Crush. I chugged a Crush at halftime to get focused. Then I Googled it and learned that Crush doesn't have caffeine. So Steven just watched me.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's all I've been drinking all day long.
I housed it. I absolutely housed it. And Steven's like, enjoy those empty calories. There's no caffeine in that. So that's just kind of how
I've been drinking that for literally the last 3 days as my caffeine intake when I'm not having coffee or Jack's energy drinks that I've been stealing.
No caffeine. Tyler's the
I really
bus.
was worried.
Has it left yet? How much time do we have?
We're good. We got 12
All right,
minutes.
we still better wrap up. Also might catch a basketball in the back of the head, but overall, BBN, we're all right. I feel like most fans kind of understood the circumstances. You know, this limited roster hung with Alabama for a good 15 minutes in the game. Separation began right before halftime, and in the second half, Alabama makes 9 of their 11 threes. They got fire. They were having lots of fun, and it looked like Kentucky and a lot of the fans were ready to just get home. We'll find out on Selection Sunday what's next, but we're keeping our heads high. Still lots of good opportunities ahead. Win some games in the NCAA tournament, maybe go on a run. We had the positive Lamont Butler update. We're going to be okay, BBN, but for now, we got to leave Nashville. Another short trip. This one a little better thanks to Otega Oweh on Thursday night, but it doesn't change the fact that you lost by 29 points tonight, and we're headed home. Good luck to everyone else still playing here. Hope you have fun.
Can I take one shot?
Yeah, we got to leave on a make.
I want to see if I can, with the pressure on. I want to take one.
You got a
shot.
ball?
All right.
Oh, yeah. Let's just keep recording. Everybody get their shot up.
I guess we'll see. We're about to find out.
Play-by-play going.
pressure. No editing.
All right.
Here we go.
This is
we go,
absolutely an air ball. I'm going to put good money on this being an air ball.
I'm gonna be my best Jimmy Dykes over here. You got this.
Oh!
All right, I got it.
It's like a halftime show.
I got it. And we've got Drew Franklin, midcourt. That's the Evo ball. That's a bad sign. That's a bad sign. Here he goes. He shoots.
Oh, God,
he draws rim.
Oh, my hands
Here
are,
comes
my
the
hands
Jack
are full.
Pilgrim.
All right, hold on.
Please make
on,
this
hold on,
Jack because
hold on.
Tyler is terrible at basketball.
We're definitely
All right,
missing the
here we
bus
go.
now,
We
Tyler.
won't have to-
It'll be all worth it.
This is
Jack
you're
makes
going to
this,
see
he's
this
gonna
live.
go pro and pay
People
for
always
this
ask us how many
Uber.
takes. Here you go. Here you go.
One take.
He shoots.
He made it.
He did not score.
Purest shot in all of media. Oh!
You all, this is not good. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not
Tyler
doing
the
it.
layup.
Hey!
We did it.
Oh my God.
Do it from the Oweh spot.
Yeah, the OA shot.
Tyler Thompson at the buzzer.
Bang, bang, bang.
We'll see you in the
Triple
NCAA
bang. Mike
tournament.
Breen over here.
He's gonna win number 9.
Wait, I need one. All right, I need mine. Yeah.
Hey, Sean.
I should
One-handed
probably
with the camera. Bang.